Reimbursement fraud. Reimbursements can cover mileage, food, car repairs, hotels, and many other purchases made by your employees. Unfortunately, many employees abuse this system for their own gain. Purchase cards are a good way to prevent it, but this is not always cost-effective for a smaller business. You should always require substantiating documents for each purchase, regardless how small, and perform regular review of receipts. Without this, you won't be able to deduct the cost on your taxes. Any purchase without a receipt should obviously not be reimbursed. Copies of receipts cannot be accepted in lieu of an actual receipt, as these may be forged. A common type of reimbursement fraud involves mileage. When an employee attempts to be reimbursed for personal use of their vehicle or embellishes the amount of business use in order to pocket the difference, it constitutes a type of theft. Although this does occasionally happen on accident or out of laziness, it is still fraud and should be prevented. Use a mileage record and have the record submitted monthly to be reviewed. The best way to prevent fraud is to ask the employee to enter starting and ending destinations. Then you can randomly do a Google directions search to see if their numbers make sense. Lastly, cross-reference their mileage log to payroll to make sure they were working. Travel reimbursements are also often abused. One of the biggest vulnerabilities in travel cost reimbursement plans is the existence of refunds. Employees can purchase costly, refundable tickets and hotel rooms and request refunds. The employee then arranges for a cheaper setup to meet their basic needs and pockets the difference. The way to counteract the scam in the case of airline tickets is to request boarding passes along with ticket invoices for flights and as many receipts as possible. Also, research what the cost of their expenses should be prior to their trip and set a reimbursement limit. Renting cars is subject to the same scam. Car rental companies frequently issue receipts right when you pick up the vehicle and will refund you if you return it early. The best way to double-check this is to just cross-reference payroll and boarding passes to see if the employee stayed on their trip the whole time.